removing all the rust, this is what we end up with. Big hole in the floor. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna make a piece of metal with that shape. So for this job you're gonna need something to cut with, something to grind with when you're grinding the piece that you're making, and when you wanna grind the piece that in the vehicle, masking tape, a box of cereal, some pre-paint, and some brass encapsulator. And lastly, you will need a piece of metal. This is a 22 gauge sheet metal. You can get either thinner depending the year and make of your car. And lastly, you'll need a piece of block, which I'm using this hammer just to hammer the metal straight, and obviously a hammer. Before you start making your metal piece to patch the holes that you have to remove the rust, all the surface rust, all the rotten metal. If you need help doing that, click in the link shown or in the description where I show you how to encapsulate all your rust to make sure that doesn't come back and that you have a clean surface to start making your metal patches. So grab your piece of cardboard or cereal box, and then what you want to do is you want to try to get the shape of where you have your hole. So something that works kind of good is you can go along the edge and try to mark the cereal box. Then as you can see here, it starts leaving a trace of your shape. So then you can, with your scissor, and then you start cutting through where the mark is, and then you start fitting it to the shape of your hole. And that way this is just roughly to get your initial metal piece. So once you're done with your template, one of the reasons why I like cereal boxes so good is because they have this edge. So actually I made a two-dimensional template where this edge and these curves match the vehicle. So I can not only use it to get the shape of the metal that I'm gonna use, but also I can use it to get where I want that bend of the metal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Transfer this shape into the metal and then bend this guy so it matches the vehicle. Before I keep going with the patching piece and the making of that, I'm gonna make sure that the vehicle side is straight and clean. So when I'm making my patch, I'm making it to a surface that I wanna weld to, or a surface that is gonna be the final surface. Right here, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna clean the edges. I'm gonna make it nice and shiny, as even as I can. So using the sledgehammer as a straight surface, I'm going to straighten all the edges of the metal to make sure that they follow the line of the car. Now with the vehicle side straight and clean, we are ready to start shaping our piece of metal to match the surface of the vehicle. Here out of my template, I have bent and cut this piece, and I'm gonna bring it here to the car. I'm gonna see how it fits, and I'm gonna keep shaping it and keep cutting it and grinding it until we match the hole as good as we can. So what I have done is I put that L-shaped piece inside, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go with a Sharpie and I'm gonna mark the edge of the hole right here, and then once I cut it, I'm gonna leave myself some space to be able to take it down and hopefully come to this shape as close as I can. Now you come, and then with the marking that you did of the edge, you're gonna wanna grind this piece of metal or cut, depending how big it is, to that line that you made. And it's your judgment. Sometimes I like to stay away from the line for a couple of centimeters, and then go fit it, and then come back and then see if I can take more. Take your time. There's no rush. You want to make this piece to fit perfect in the hole that you have. So I'm taking a little break of doing the cutting. So what I want to do is actually, as you can see, I had covered all the perimeter with tape because that's where the weld is gonna be. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, I'm getting a lot of surface rust, and plus once I have this welded there, it's gonna be really hard to get a coat of paint. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint it right now. Well, I'm gonna put encapsulator where I'm here, and then once I weld and everything, then I'm gonna put another layer of paint. But I figure if I do it out here, it'll be a little easier, at least that first coat. So I finally completed my part. It matches the spot pretty close. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna make sure I clean all these edges in this side and in the car. So once I weld it, I have a clean surface. you like today's episode, stick around. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Next episode, what we're gonna be doing is actually welding that piece that we just made. So stick around. I hope you like it. So thank you so much and see you next time.